Hey YouTube, today I got a request for for me to come up with an answer to show somebody, and they said, how do you thread the machine when the automatic threader isn't working? And that's this thing right here. And there are two ways. First of all, you just eyeball it and stick it through the needle, the thread. This is the thread. Second of all, you use a threader. This is an idea. So I'm going to show you both of those ways to thread this needle here on the machine. And it would be the same if this was a double needle. You would just do it with both needles. You'd have two threads here. So first of all, what I do is I cut the thread so that I have a fresh piece of thread right here. And then I lick it with my tongue and I stick it right here. I try to push it into the hole with my finger, which this is the way it usually goes when I do this. Because it's hard to see the hole sometimes, but there, I got the hole. So then it comes out the other side, and you want to pull it with your, whoop, okay. Put it in the hole, pull it with this finger. Here's the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure that this thread right here does not wrap around the needle. So see, there's a little catch right here actually I should have done this first before I threaded it. Oops, there we go. Okay, so this right here holds the thread when it comes out of the machine, and you want to
point to it again.
This right here, this little hook thing right here, when it comes down, it goes into the hook, comes out, goes through the needle. So there you go. And what you do is, here's the bottom thread that's up through the hole in the bottom, bobbin thread. You pull that thread and you pull them both back like this. So you put the thread into the foot, and then you start sewing. So that's the first way that you can thread a machine, besides using the automatic thread. Okay, now I'm going to use the threader, and if you'll notice, it's curved right here. That's because I've used it before. But before I'm going to do that, I'm going to hook the thread. See, it's coming out of the machine. I'm going to hook it, and this is the way I do it, in that hook right there, so that it's coming down. Okay, now, because I'm going to put the thread in this looper, I am going to push this from the back side of this threader through the hole. See, I got it. There's the hole right there. It's through the hole, and it's very difficult to see. Oh, and this is actually, it just broke on me because this is very fragile, but let me see if I can do it. So what I'm going to do is because it's broken, I'm going to put the thread in there, and I'm going to pull that. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to stick that through the hole and pull them both through there, and it worked. So see, there's a loop, and I'm grabbing the loop on the back side and I'm pulling it through. So that's a different way to thread this, and then you just go down like this through the presser foot and you pull it back. But see, I broke the well, I got the metal in here somewhere. I'm gonna have to clean that and make sure I don't know where it went, or maybe yeah, because it broke in half. Let me see where that went.
Okay, go.
Okay, this had a loop that went and came back in. Somewhere, even though it worked, it broke. So somewhere is this other piece of metal. Probably down in here somewhere, which is not good. So for those of you that don't sew or that are new to sewing, I always have a scrap piece of material that I keep, and I put the presser foot down on it, and I usually put the needle in it, and that's the way you store your machine, with the needle down like that. Because then if you're jostling your machine around and this needle gets bumped, it's going to break and bend. And so this holds everything completely straight and secure. So for right now, and you always move the always move this towards you. Don't ever move it to the right. Always towards you. Okay, so now since I don't know what happened to that piece of metal and I can't see it anywhere, I'm going to try to sew, and if my machine breaks, we'll know that it's in there. We just found it. We just found it. Can you see right here, this little piece?
That's fragile.
It was over to the right of the sewing machine, so it did fly over there. What I was going to say is I was going to sew this on my piece of scratch fabric that I use, scrap fabric, and just see if, the machine ran or if it was in there somewhere and broke. So anyway, I have my machine set on the fastest speed, which is this one. You can move it and set on a slower speed. That keeps you from sewing quicker. But here I did this. So anyway, I hope that helps you with threading your needle. And you can buy those for like $1. They probably even have them at the dollar store, those threaders. They probably have these for $1 for a couple of them at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. And that's what I'll have to do is go buy another one because this one broke. They're very fragile. But this I've had this machine, I guess, for a year or so. Anyway, have a great day, YouTube. Bye-bye.